Yo, what is going on, everyone in the XRP community? Hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic day today. As usual, I know I'm having a fantastic day. For those of you that tuned in to kind of like the midday bull run stream, which is pretty exciting, Bitcoin, oh my god, speak of the freaking devil, it actually just crossed 9,200, which is like a pretty critical resistance. But anyways, that is not what's important. I have some fantastic information for you guys out there in the XRP community, and you guys are all going to absolutely love it. Now, what's funny is that I have not seen one YouTuber, not one media outlet, not one Twitter user actually post this. So I want you to keep in mind, I guarantee you guys have most likely not seen this yet. For some of you guys who are XRP champions, you've probably maybe already seen this. However, I do want to make that clear. I have not seen anyone go over this yet. So let's go ahead. Let's get right into it. It's going to get real interesting. Real quick though, XRP currently at 43.3 cents. Not too bad. A lot of people I see on Twitter complaining about it being stagnant, but you know what? Honestly, back in my early days of being an XRP investor, I had to sit through 200 days of a brutal 20-cent consolidation. So yeah, 43 cents. I am very, very much grateful for this actual price action and actually being able to maintain the 40-cent level. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So let me paint the picture real quick for you guys. So Jano One Trick goes ahead and comes out on the XRP chat, and again, finds amazing information. Make sure do give him a follow. So it's the IMTC, which is the International Money Transfer Remittances and Cross-Border Payments Conference. Now, guys, I had no clue there was an actual conference strictly just based around international money transfer. So first of all, I just want to say that's amazing. I never knew people cared about this topic so much. So that's really awesome to hear that there's a legitimate conference every year specifically about international money transfer. So you can see right here the announcement of MasterCard that it has entered into an agreement to acquire Transfast, a traditional New York-based MTO founded in 1988 by Brazilian entrepreneur Francisco de Matos and developed after acquiring it by visionary Mr. Samish Kumar, backed by GCP Capital Partners, a private equity investment firm. We're going to get into a little bit of MasterCard later and how they kind of tie in with working with Ripple. Now, look at this right here. Now, keep in mind, this is an event that is coming up pretty soon here in the next 2 weeks. And if there is a live stream link, I will bet to stream the exact panel with you guys. Ripple is speaking, but we do not have 100% confirmation whether or not there is an actual live stream link. Now, I need you guys to read this with me right here. The announcement of Visa of the acquisition for the $320 million of UK-based EarthPort to, quote, unleash the power of Visa and take it beyond the card and work with Ripple in creating an alternative to SWIFT payments. Now, there's two things we could be looking at here. The first thing we have to consider is that if you read through the rest of the agenda and things like that, they do get a lot of, English wrong, and they do, have some things that might make you question who actually wrote this PDF and who actually wrote this part of the website when it comes to this conference. That's one thing we got to keep in mind, that this could be one of those things where it's a sort of, hey, it's kind of some different wording, and the person who wrote this, their primary language is not English. You can sort of get that vibe by reading through it. So we have to understand, first of all, that there is the possibility that this is some sort of miscommunication, and this is some sort of jumbling of words that makes it sound like Ripple's working with Visa. However, although I do think that is a possibility, I don't think that is likely. I think what's being said here is actually true. Let's go ahead and read this. So it's the announcement of Visa of the acquisition for $320 million of UK-based EarthPort, quote, to unleash the power of Visa and take it beyond the card and work with Ripple in creating an alternative to SWIFT payments. So we do know that Visa was having a bidding war over a long time Ripple partner, EarthPort. And again, I can show you guys the proof right here. Back from December 3rd, 2014, Ripple Labs and EarthPort announced global partnership. And this was kind of before Ripple really started to market XRP as, being their main, the main benefit to their technology. This was way before that, but I mean, keep in mind, this is a 5-year-long, Ripple partner. I mean, the amount of developments that could actually be derived just from this specific partnership, considering the fact that it's about 5 years old, is actually pretty insane if you really do think about it. So the fact that Visa and MasterCard both had a big bidding war over this massive real Ripple partnership that has been one of their longest time partners, and there's a specific piece in this Ripple Insights article that I do want to read to you guys, and that is actually going to be right about, where is it at? I think it is right here. So it says Ripple is a new technology, and once integrated in our payment service, could bring benefits and efficiency in the speed to global transfers. EarthPort will apply its existing compliance framework, rule sets, and secure payments network to any other EarthPort clients transacting using the Ripple protocol. So pretty significant there, the fact that 5 years ago, they were already setting framework and rule sets and secure payments network to any EarthPort client who is actually going to be using the Ripple protocol. Right, so pretty important stuff there. That's just some background on Ripple and EarthPort. Now, next thing, aside from just Visa actually straight up stating that unleash the power of Visa and take it beyond the card and work with Ripple in creating an alternative to Swift payments. Now, that very much sounds like Visa is working with Ripple, and that's why we're going to stay tuned, see if there's a live stream link of this event, and see if there's any videos we can get from this to hear this from the horse's mouth, essentially, either Visa or Ripple. Now, let's go ahead, take a look at the agenda here. Ripple is going to be on the panel on July 1st. Monday, July 1st. It's going to be Ripple, IBM, BitSpark, Remitone. So again, I will 100% try my best to find a link for you guys and see what's going on there. But now, here's the really important part, I think. Check out this. I believe it's the last panel. Yeah, the last panel of this conference. And that has to do with a couple of companies that sound very familiar. Now, I want to really emphasize the fact that all the companies named here, we can tie directly to Ripple. Now, listen to this. It's called, the panel is called Mergers and Acquisitions, IPOs, the Industry is Changing. Recent announcements by MasterCard, Visa, EarthPort, Network. I don't know exactly what they mean by that, but let's just disregard that and just consider Visa, for MasterCard, Visa, EarthPort, and Finagler. So first off, MasterCard, XRP, Darren, a while ago back in January, found this document from amos.com, and that is MasterCard, cross-border business-to-business payments and remittances, blockchain-based payments, and smart tags for predefined events under insurance policy allows for increasingly easy reimbursement experience as well as speed of funds received. Ripple Payments blockchain solution directly tied in with MasterCard. This was back from 2016. This doesn't infer the fact that, it's not a guarantee that they are currently working with Ripple, but it proves that in the past, at some point, they had to be doing something with Ripple. So that makes sense why they were having kind of a bidding war over with Visa over this long time Ripple client. Now, I want to show you guys the next one. Visa. And we go ahead and, yeah, essentially they state it right there. Unleash the power of Visa and take it beyond the card and work with Ripple in creating an alternative to Swift payments. Visa clearly working with Ripple. Next one, we got Finagler. Let's go ahead and check that one out. And we see this right here. Finagler's UAE exchange, Ripple to begin blockchain payments by first quarter. So again, another client or another company in this last panel directly working with Ripple. And one more thing, I don't know if you guys knew this, but right here, MasterCard is actually invested in the send from remittance firm who will be going live later this month, and they are actually going to be XRapid enabled. So MasterCard is directly invested into a remittance firm that leverages XRapid. So now, with this statement right here, and with this statement right here, it seems like it's quite clear now why MasterCard and Visa actually had a bidding war over EarthPort. And guys, I find it very fascinating that in this forum, they're going to have MasterCard, Visa, EarthPort, and Finagler, who are all directly tied to Ripple with some sort of piece of information. They are going to be talking about having created an undeniable new interest in the cross-border payments market because of new technologies and digital assets like XRP being brought up as a solution to the current cross-border payments kind of liquidity pain points. That's why all these big payment companies are getting interested. So guys, this panel right here, we really need to stay focused and find this actual video after the event, or whether or not there's going to be a live stream link or not. But guys, MasterCard, Visa, EarthPort, Finagler. We can all tie them directly with Ripple, and this is a 30-minute long panel. I would bet a lot of XRP that Ripple or XRP is going to come up in this conference. Guys, seriously good, interesting stuff, let alone really, honestly, guys, Visa just flat out saying it, unleash the power of Visa and take it beyond the card and work with Ripple in creating an alternative to Swift payments. Guys, there are so many massive institutions out there that are investing in this new technology and leveraging this new technology and being interested in it because, guys, there's a big reason to, and that's because it's clearly disrupting the current financial industry. So really cool stuff. We got confirmation from Visa that they will be working with Ripple to create an alternative to Swift payments. We made a lot of ties to MasterCard, Visa, EarthPort, and Fnabler, how they're essentially all Ripple-related companies on the same panel talking about how the industry is changing. I bet you the Ripple XRP conversation is going to come up there, and I wonder if Visa is going to mention anything about this quote right here. Now, last thing I got for you guys tonight. Oh my gosh, Bitcoin just shot up to like 92.30. BitMEX is going pretty dang crazy right now. Oh my gosh, nice. Glad to see it. Glad to see it. XRP still over 43 cents. Anyways, this is not a late night rolling stream. Last thing I do want to show you guys and make you aware of this. Pablo today in the live stream, I believe he was the one, I'm pretty sure he was the one that made me aware of this. And if you go ahead and check out the XRP to the US dollar longs on Bitfinex, you're going to notice one thing. Yeah, guess what? They're at all-time highs. The XRP to US dollar longs on Bitfinex are at all-time highs. What does this tell you? Guys, I feel like the traders really, really know what's coming. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning this video today. Really do appreciate it. Really, really looking forward to this event. And again, big shout out to Jana One Trick. Gets a lot of really good in-depth sort of pieces of information that it's really kind of not surface level, but more things that are really in-depth and hard to find. So I cannot wait for this event that is going to be kicking off July 1st. Ripple is going to be on stage along with IBM Blockchain. And by the way, side note, okay, so this is completely unprofessional of me, but let me just go ahead and do this for you. What I want you guys to do right now is once you're off this video, go to Michael Arrington's Twitter page. Go ahead, read this article, and this will really show you that essentially IBM Worldwire, this whole like stellar IBM partnership thing, has really fizzled to nothing. The fact that, you know, two of really the lead guys from IBM that was leading this collaboration have just left the company, and Jed steps down as CEO. And then all of a sudden, they're coming on stage with Ripple. And by the way, there is a video clip out there of Jesse Lund from IBM stating that they might, in fact, use Ripple or XRP. Guys, the XRP ledger is clearly taking over. Thank you guys so much for tuning in the stream today. Really do appreciate it. Make sure to smash the likes and subscribe. Check the links in the description if you would love to support the channel. And check below the description if you would like to get yourself some sweet Ripple XRP merch. And I hope to see you guys later tonight in like a super late night bull run stream. Because guys, the weekly bullish engulfing for Bitcoin, I think 10K has the possibility to happen this next week. And man, it looks like the market's really pumping now. So I might be live soon. Thank you guys for tuning in the video today. Really do appreciate it. You guys are amazing. I'll see you guys in the next one.